Since yesterday was Mother's Day, I'm taking this occasion to once again slag poor upbringing. These days, especially in the public eye, it's hard to find a much better example than Nadia Solman, aka the Octomom. Yeah, I know I'm a bit late to the party on that one, but let's face it, this dingbat will probably be right up my alley until the day she frickin' dies. Just like celebrity culture and so-called family values would be until the day I die. I mean, it's really hard to take seriously someone who entered the public eye looking like a complete idiot and then went downhill from there. Since keeping up is a bit of a challenge, let's recap. In 2001, she had 6 kids through in vitro fertilization. This is hectic enough for most people, but she had the added problem of being both single and unemployed at the time. Not to mention one of her children is autistic, and with all due respect to autistic people, raising a handicapped child is a full-time job by itself. You'd think she'd stop here and focus her energy on the family she's got, but no! She decides to get another implantation, deliberately carrying and delivering 8 more babies, thus the nickname Octomom. By the way, not only has she not held a single job in over 10 years, but she was on public assistance when she had the octuplets. Even better, she's been relying on friends and elderly family members to help make this little circus of hers work. But of course, since indignant righteousness is one of humanity's defining attributes, she cannot understand why her life has turned into a tabloid fiend frenzy, public relations nightmare, and a drawn-out punchline ever since she first made the news. Well, look, numbnuts, I'll explain it to you. You're barely in a position to have any kids at all, yet you took it upon yourself to spawn a small city, while so many people right now are either starving or sleeping in a gutter somewhere. On top of that, instead of actually acting like a mother to the kids you already had, including the one with severe problems, you decided to breed even more, making it impossible to nurture any of them properly, especially when you're on welfare! That's not being a reasonable parent, that's being grade A stupid. Add to that the fact that not only have you actually trademarked the term Octomom, but you're actually agreeing to a reality show deal like those self-absorbed pricks on John K+8, and people are right to wonder if you're just after this for fame and fortune. Lady, I can guarantee, in 15 or 20 years, most, if not all, of your kids are going to be seriously screwed up by all this exposure. So if I were you, I'd either close down the show completely, or I'd make sure that you save up every last cent for a good psychiatrist. You're going to need it. Speaking of funky family values, last week Miley Cyrus added her name to the list of celebrities claiming that they will abstain from sex until marriage. I use those words because Britney Spears, Katie Holmes, and several others said the same thing and didn't follow through on it. Anyway, Cyrus says that her statement is due to her strict Christian upbringing. Is this the same upbringing that she had when she posed for those half-nude photos, some of them in very creepy poses with her dad? Anyway, if Cyrus wants to set a wholesome example, fine. She can put her money where her mouth is by volunteering in shelters for homeless women and teen mothers. Especially teen mothers who were kicked out of their homes thanks to some barbaric notion of shame to the family. You know, a strict Christian upbringing. Miley, if you're going to get on a soapbox and talk about Jesus, first do what he did and actually help those who are already in trouble. Then you're in a much better position to preach about morals and decency. So as I close this tribute to those who continue to make humanity the biggest practical joke in the cosmos, let me say thank you to those who know what parenting is about, those who encourage their children to explore, to make a real stand on something, and to question and to develop their own personalities, as opposed to just being puppets for narcissists that are starved for attention. Thank you for not being like those dimwits. Enough said.